Welcome, Marvelous Marvels. This is Miss Roberts from your Marshall Virtual Library. This is the Rotation 4 library lesson for kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. Our topic this week is fiction text, Hispanic Heritage Month. Let's get started. Okay, we're starting our lesson this week with our sight word riddle. Use the first letter of each picture and guess the new word. Our first picture here, you have an alligator. So our word starts with the letter A. Great. Can you guess the sight word? Not yet. You need more clues? Okay, what's the next picture you see? Great. The next one is a tomato. Tomato starts with the letter T. Elephant. Elephant starts with the letter. Can you guess the sight word yet? Not yet. You need the last letter. A robot. Robot starts with the letter R. So what is our sight word this week? After. Say that word after. Let's spell it together. A-F-T-E-R. What is that word again? After. The word is after. You may have a treat after recess. You say the word after. A-F-T-E-R. You spell the word after. You may have a treat after recess. You'll use the word after in a sentence. Good job. So this week we're talking about fiction. Fiction texts have characters, setting, problem, plot, solution, point of view, theme, and a central message. For our purposes this week, we are focusing on 4 traits of fiction text. We're looking at characters, say the word characters, setting, say the word setting, problem, say the word problem, solution, say the word solution. Great. So again, remember that fiction texts are made up. They are sometimes called literature, and it tells a story. So again, like I told you, as we read today, we're looking at characters. We're looking at setting, the problem, and the solution. So let's take a look at what each of these features mean. So characters. The characters of the story are the people or animals in the story. The setting is where and when the story takes place. Time, place. The problem is the conflict that occurs between the characters or the events of the story. If you're outside and a rainstorm happens, that is the problem that you're experiencing in the story. So then the solution is, how is the problem of the story solved or resolved? So it's raining. You can't make it stop raining, but you can use an umbrella. So again, let's check for understanding to make sure we remember. Characters are what? That's right. The people are animals. What is the setting of a story? Good. It's where and when. Where and when, time and place, location and time. What is the problem of a story? That's right. Conflict. That's the main word you need to remember. Conflict is the problem. And what is the solution of the story? It is how the problem is solved. How do they resolve the conflict? Now, every year, Americans observe National Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th to October 15th. We celebrate the histories, cultures, and countless contributions of Hispanic Americans to the United States of America. Now, we don't learn about Hispanic Americans only within this set amount of time, but this time is specifically set aside for us to highlight and to emphasize and to celebrate them. But we should learn about different people from different cultures all the days of the year, right? I know. So, Hispanic Americans have ancestors who came from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. There are exceptions, but think of families who come from Spanish speaking countries. Do you know any Spanish speaking countries? Good. But also, don't forget places such as Brazil and Haiti. They don't speak, some people speak Spanish there, but Spanish is not the official language there in those two places. In our book this week, you will hear some Spanish words. Do you speak Spanish? Some of you do, some of you don't. These words in the book that are Spanish may sound very different or strange to you if you don't speak Spanish, but they are common words in the Spanish language. So remember, it is always important to respect and to learn about different language and cultures that you're interested in. In our book this week, Waiting for the Biblioburro by Monica Brown, we have the main character, Anna. Anna lives in a village in Colombia. So far, I have told you the main character. Who is the main character? Anna. She is the who in the story. And I've also told you part of the setting, the where the story takes place. Where is it? In a village in Colombia. And as you read, the book will be even more specific about where the story takes place. But in Colombia, the people there speak the language of Spanish. Remember, we talked about the word Spanish. Okay, so you have two words here. You have biblio. Can you say that? Biblio means book. And then you have burro. Burro means donkey. So as we read today, I want you to think about, before we read today, I want you to think about what you think this book, this piece of literature will be about. Biblioburro. When I look at the front cover, I see a man sitting on top of a donkey. The donkey has the shells hanging from the side, and it looks like there are books there. And then I see a little girl. She has something in underneath her arm. I see chickens. So, maybe the donkey is riding around with books, and maybe the man passes out the books from the donkey's back. We have to read to find out. Now, the link to the video is actually already included in the assignment. So you can go back, find the link, and click on it. I'm going to show you how to read aloud, how it should look on your screen. So you will know that you're at the right place to read the read aloud when you see this on your screen. The link directly to the video is on the library channel and the ancillary team. So you could just click on it and go directly to it. Now that you have read about you have read the book, Waiting for the Biblioburro. Now we're going to look at the differences and the similarities of Anna's library and our library. So some of these are already done for us. Let me end the show. But some of these are already done, but let's check them to make sure. Okay, we have the Bibliotecario. That's Anna's library. We have donkeys. Donkeys is Anna's library. Books, Anna's library and our library, so we put it under both. You have children, Anna's library and our library, so we put it under both. Inside. Which library is inside? That's right, our library. The Marshall Library is inside the school. What about shelves? Is it Anna's, both, or our library? Okay, our library. What about a librarian? Right, our library. Because Anna's, the person who passes out the books in Anna's library is the bibliotecario. Okay, which library is outside? Anna's library. And Which library gives you books that you can read? That's right, both. Did you have these? Good job. Now, for your independent assignment today, you are going to retell the story Waiting for the Biblioburro. You are going to tell me who are the characters, not all the characters, just the main characters of the story. Where's the setting? What is the problem in the story? The conflict? And what is the solution? How was the problem solved? You can either retell the story by typing your answers in words, or you can draw your answers with pictures. It is your choice. And the link on where to answer is on the library channel and the ancillary page. All right, our last part of our presentation today. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email at any time as poke1@houstonisd.org. You are welcome to follow me on social media at Library of Marvel for Instagram, or on Twitter, also at Library of Marvel. You can follow Marshall Elementary on social media. We're on Facebook, HISD Marvels. We're on Twitter, HISD Marvels. And we're on YouTube, HISD Marvels. You can also visit our school website at www.houstonisd.org/Marshall ES. It was a pleasure reviewing the elements of fiction text with you today. Make sure that you're reading lots of books, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.